Welcome into another season of the Ireland Career Mode. Luck of the Irish series joins us for, I think, season 12 now. We're really deep into this career mode. New Zealand are our opponent in the one-day series. We really need to start picking up some one-day international series wins. I don't think I've ever won one on stream with, or on video with Ireland. So it's a big test. We've got, obviously, Nolan, Stollard, Hill, Burton, Hitchcock. Pretty familiar looking Ireland lineup, actually, just looking at our squad. I am going to change the to seamer wickets. We're going to try and sort of oust New Zealand that way. Going to have to play a little bit outside the box, I think. So our team will look a wee bit different to this. I'll put Hill at there, Stoddard at 3. Tector will probably drop down to 5. Camphor at 6. Walker at 7. Hitchcock will probably drop out of the team. We've got a wee bit of an interesting lineup. A lot of experience in the lineup. That's one good thing that's going for us. Walker will get the opportunity today over Oliver, and that's sort of role there. But yeah, pretty experienced Ireland team. Conditions will favour the bowling, obviously, because we've gone for that sort of pitch. I'm actually going to make the big call. Tector out for Hitchcock. So Tector is a wee bit out of form. He's still sort of world class, so you got to have him in. So fire him in for the game. See if he can get some form. Haven't picked a keeper for this series. We just haven't got a keeper that's up to the standard, so we're going to have to just deal with a few extras that we concede. Should be a good game. We will be aggressive up front, trying to get some early wickets. Can Little get that magic going? Ball will be a little bit more aggressive with his bowling. And Wayne Ball gets it in the right area. Priest is gone. New Zealand 19 for 1. Ireland looking to make that statement very early. Here to take wickets. Little be out of the attack. Mooney will come into the attack. Promising youngster. So we're 41 for 1 after 10. New Zealand in a solid spot. With Stemman 19, Holroyd on 9. So we're going to bring in Curtis Camphor. Curtis Camphor is just sort of grinding away. He's needs 14 more test wickets to get to that milestone of 100. Can he do it? I don't know if he will be able to. He's more of a one-day specialist these days. We've got to try and get through a 5th bowling option, so I'm going to use him and Walker just to our advantage. 1 over for 13. Well, that's that plan out the window. Might as well keep a little bit of aggression just there, just because there's a wee bit on offer for the seamers. 4 for Walker, and it will bring in Foster. The average age of our bowling attack is above 30, I think, so that's a wee bit of concern going forward as we need to replace some of these that have grafted away for us for quite a while. Foster being super expensive. Just going to try and recover it. 85 for 1 after 18. Stemman 46, Holroyd 26. Not bad spells from the bowlers. Little will be back. Just changing lines of attack. Going to pitch it up. Foster will be taking out the attack. I think we bring Mooney back for a couple of overs. 119 for 1. New Zealand looking very strong here in this first game of the series. We just bowl a tidy line in there. Little has had a very tough day at the office. He can seriously recover there. 5 overs number 38 will bring in Curtis Camphor, who was not very successful in that first stint of bowling. 146 for 1. Is New Zealand continue to pile on the runs and doing it so easy too. 3 overs for 20. Not a bad couple of overs to Curtis Camphor. He's sort of recovered it reasonably well. 170 for 1 after 32. 96 and 97 for Stemman. He's about to bring up 100. Plays at the same club as Nolan. So if we bring up his 5th 100 at one day level and his first, more importantly, at this one. 8 overs, number 39 there. Wayne Ball will come in. He'll bowl some short pitch stuff. He's going to change the angle here. Going to try and sort of get them under a wee bit of pressure in a different way. Curtis Camphor hasn't bowled too badly in this spell. Take him out of the attack. But yeah, very good 100 for Stemman. He's been in complete control of this innings. 186 for 1 as we just try to get through some overs here. Walker will come in. Reasonably good job so far. 5 overs, number 21. And he is going to break through. He's trapped stem and the Centurion. The first 100 he's got has come to an end. That was a good delivery from Walker. Finally strike. 1 for 46 for ball. 214 for 2. Holroyd 79 variety. 13 off 9. Foster will come into the attack. We're just going to have to try and sort of stem the flow of runs as much as we can. 225 for 2 after 40. Josh Little will come back and the field will be well and truly spread. I think we'll bowl Walker out. He hasn't bowled too badly today. 1 for 33 off his 8. Wheeler's Little's been pummeled here. 247 for 2 after 43. Holroyd 95, righty 30 off 29. Oh, Walker out. He's had a good day at the office. 1 for 47. That's a very good spell. 7 over some for 54 for Little. Mooney will be into the attack. So we're looking to try and restrict as much as we can. None for 44. He hasn't had a bad day either, actually. We'll bring Wayne Ball in. Wayne Ball will sort of get his angles hopefully right here. So he look to rattle some poles. Can we get them under 330? That'll be our goal. It's going to be very tricky to do. So 100 for Holroyd. Holroyd is playing for Gloucestershire at the moment, and he is a very prolific run scorer for New Zealand. Those are great numbers. 1 for 68 for Ball. 9 for 58 for Mooney. 2 overs remaining, and Foster will be into the attack. 296 for 2. 311 for 2 now, and it's just it has not been a day to remember here for the Irishman. Curtis Camphor will hold the last over as we've gone for 320 off our 50, 117 off 124, 74 36 at Holroyd, righty 81 off 54. So not a day to remember with the ball. Can we do something with the bat here and give them a bit of a scare? It's a case of just trying to pluck games because yeah, if we don't win any series, we're not going to qualify for the 50 overall cups. Just as simple as that. Nolan's out for 4. Stoddard now. Hill gone early as well. 7 for 2. So the seamer's sort of doing the job for New Zealand, getting in the good areas. Need some of our senior players stepping up, giving this game a challenge. Yeah. Very much a lot of development to do for the Irish over the next few seasons. This is a long career mode, I would say. It'll be probably my longest one that we ever do. Cause I want to get Ireland up to the point where I think they've done super well, if you know what I mean. We haven't hit any of the sort of requirements that I believe be a very successful career mode. Yeah, just going to have a look at some of the bowlers coming through to maybe sort of bring them up as well. Because we only took 2 wickets today. We need to be taking all of them if we are to win on a regular basis. It's got to watch the run rate too. We're just going to still go at a good rate as well at the same time. Just get ourselves off to a solid start. They were 41 for 1 after the first lot of overs. The 10. So they built into their innings quite well. They launched. They did pretty well there. 29 of 30 for Burden, 9 of 24 for Sutter, 43 for 2 after 10, 280 at 7 per over. So just angling down the sides there. Nicely done. Gets that away for 4. That's a beautiful shot. Oh, that is not good keeping. Yeah, we've got a keeper crisis here in Ireland. Like, we've tried basically all the keepers, and one keeper averages under 20, so we need someone coming through and taking that position. Stoddard, to his credit, has just played himself in. Run rate is hovering just on that 7 and over mark. Can we show some maturity with the back? Can we push New Zealand in this series? Something that has been really lacking at the club. Run rates closing in on 8 per over now. It's getting to the point where we're just going to have to lift. Yeah, 234 runs at 8 and over. It is getting very hard. New Zealand done a good job just sort of tying us up. And Burton has had to try to up the rate, and he's unfortunately going to be departing. He's gone for 46 of 61. Tector in. 93 for 3. The veteran. Plenty of experience. Can he get his side into this contest? Whips that away. 4 runs, 100 up. It's taken quite a while to get to the 100. He's got 3 boundaries in the space of 4 deliveries, Tector. He's sort of got into his work pretty quickly. And he's been dropped. That's a crucial wee drop. Hopefully that is the confidence Tector needs to sort of take charge in this innings. 216 at 8 per over. Whipped it away for 4. Good shot. It's really getting into the bowling here. Boundaries flowing off the bats now. 38 off 67 for Stoddard. He's just got to play his part here as Tector's really getting into the bowl, and that's another good shot. 32 off 14. Oh, that's skied. He could be out here. He is out. So he's got a start. He's got himself out, and he's given Ireland a bit to think about here. Curtis Camphor in now. Beautiful shot on the up from Harry Tector. He's playing pretty well, actually. He's just come in, hitting it quite fluently. He needs support, though. Can he get support from Curtis Camphor, who's had a couple legendary knocks against New Zealand over the years? 150 up for Ireland. Oh no, Tector, you've done so much of the hard work there. He's gone for 43 off 22. That brings in Graham Walker. Get some positive batting going out in the series. It's a good shot from Curtis Camphor, driving on the up. That's a good shot, glorious. He moves to 24 off 13. A lot of scores in the 40s. Hovering around the 6 per over mark, so we're giving ourselves somewhat of a chance. Next few overs are going to be crucial. Walker has to start stepping up with the bat. We need some value out of him, really. Like, he is the next sort of player coming through. He's 27 years of age. He's played quite a few games for Middlesex. He's played all around the world, and he does have that ability to really take a game away. I just really need him to show that at this next level. Yeah, just at the moment, New Zealand in control. They've taken the wickets. They've done the hard yakker. And they've just got Curtis Camphor out. Another score in the 30s and 40s. That's just not going to win you a game of cricket. Moved 199 for 6. Oh, that is caught, and Wayne Ball will depart for 5. 200 for 7. May move Walker up the order, potentially, if he gets a score in this innings. And he's out, so he's not going to really get too much on the board. He's gone for 18. Just let it win now. This innings is just probably about to wrap up. We've been, yeah, like I said, wee bit outplayed in this game. New Zealand very clinical with the bat, and there's just been a little bit too much X factor with us with the ball. 214 for 9. For 9. And yeah, the first one-day game, New Zealand won by 103 runs. So yeah, starts with Stoddard, Burton, Tector, and Camper. One of them needed to convert to a big 100 if we were any chance of winning that game. So New Zealand convincingly outplaying us. 2 centuries to Holroyd and Stem, and they were deserved winners in that game, New Zealand, winning quite comfortably. Next series game is in Dublin. Changes will be made. I think we are going to stick with the nuts and bolts of the team. Might bring Matthew Humphries in. Yeah, Matthew Humphries will come in. He'll drop Mooney out of the team. Mooney's form just hasn't been too great over the last sort of couple of seasons, but he needs to develop. He looks like he could be one of our next generation players to come through into the side. Ben Oliver is another one that we could sort of look at. He's sort of hasn't really taken a shot at the level. Hitchcock will come in. Hitchcock will come in for pretty much. We'll swap him for Burton. Give him a bit of a go today. He's not going to be captain. It'll be Tector. Tector's nearly played 150 one-day internationals now. Shame he couldn't get more hundreds in his career at the moment, Terry Tector. I'd love him to finish with 4 or 5 at least. He's nearly at 5,000 one-day international runs and 4,000 test runs. He's been a great servant for Cricket Ireland. And we will go into this game without another keeper. So we've lost the toss and we've been asked to bowl first. Let's see if we can sort of put some pressure on the New Zealanders. Going to pitch it up immediately. Just get it in good areas. We're going to go round. Going to ask Ball to go round the wickets with his searing pace. See if we can change an angle and put them in a sort of a different predicament. Change. So here, just not getting the wickets here. 41 without loss after 10. Again, a nice start for New Zealand. Humphries has been brought in just as a point of difference in their attack today. Walker's going to drop back. The lengths. New Zealand have seen off a seaming ball at the moment. 1 over for 4. Foster into the attack. But yeah, may have to have a serious look at our one-day team and just maybe give some young guys a go for a while, even if we don't get too many results, and focus more heavily on getting up the rankings in the other formats. Foster's 3 overs, none for 24. It's been too expensive there. Humphries in. So 41 for Priest, 39 for Stemmen. A wee bit of turn on offer for Humphries. Didn't bowl too badly so far, and Stemmen is finally going to be dismissed. The 100-run stand ends. Humphries will pick up a very good wicket. 56. Holroyd, Centurion from the last game will be in. None for 36 for Walker offers 7. We'll bring in Foster. This might change the lengths just a wee bit. Holroyd's gone. 153 for 2 New Zealand. Been made to work for this a little bit. Overs 1 for 43 for Humphries. He hasn't bowled too badly. Curtis Camphor will come in and bowl a few overs. He's very much part-time these days. He'll sort of get in, hopefully, the right channels. 2 overs 1 for 14. 10 overs 1 for 53 for Humphries. Wayne Ball will come in and bowl a bit of a fiery spell. Trying different sort of tactics to try and break them through. Priest is looking quite good. Martin Priest plays all over the world. Very accomplished New Zealand batsman. 27 here. We'll get Little into the attack. Little might come around the wicket himself just to change the lengths a wee bit. Wayne Ball totally just ramp it down a wee bit. Just got to try and restrict here. 203 for 2 after 38 overs. Again, just struggling to sort of break through. Priest has put up 100. He's looking very, very good. 240 for 2 after 41. This could be worse than the last game. We just haven't got the bowling at the moment to really cause any issues. So Walker will come in to the attack, and we'll just try and restrict as best we can, I suppose. That's all we can do. 131. This is beautiful batting from New Zealand. They really are outclassing Ireland this series. But yeah, just probably a rethink of our squad in the next wee while. 285 for 2 after 45. This is another 50 for Moriarty too. This is quite devastating batting. Wayne Ball will get the third wicket. Breeze, magnificent 100. Taking the game away. 149, 12 fours, 3 sixes. Brilliant job. And the bowling has just been hit everywhere. So it might be just a wee bit of a change to the team in that final game. It's going to be around the same score as they got last time. Moriarty. Gone for 76. 325 for 4. They got 322 in the last game. Yeah, just a hard score for us to chase again. And the bowling is something seriously needed to be looked at the moment. Can we somehow level the series? Can one of these two play a blinder? Just one of those sort of things. Hill gone for 10, Stoddard in. It's 4 runs. 35 for 1 and make that 35 for 2. That is just a slightly more professional unit than what we are at the moment. We're just really struggling here. 36 for 2. Hitchcock getting an opportunity today in the team. He's had a lot of times in and out of the Ireland team. We're looking at him to take his game to the next level. 27 years of age. Reasonable domestic numbers, but when it comes to first class, when it comes to international cricket, he has really battled. Need him to start developing his game. Nolan gone, 40 for 3 now, and it's pretty grim, to be honest. 41 for 3, being very much outplayed at the moment. Coates has done a good job. Really nice job. Lovely shot from Hitchcock. Probing, testing Tector. You're losing those 3 wickets. Just any thought of tying up this series is just out the window at the moment. And that has just made things a lot worse. Tector's gone and got caught. He's gone for 16. Brings in Curtis Camphor. This is, like I said, this is an opportunity for Hitchcock to stake his claim in the team. He's at the age where he could hit his peak. And if we can get some more value out of him, just adds another batter to the team. But he's not going to take that opportunity. He's been gifted one today. He hasn't taken it. Out for 20. 78 for 5. It's Graham Walker. Team. Into the team for this series. It's been given a fair go. For 5. $221 runs at 8.8. We're not worried about that really now. Just got to get some confidence going into the next lot of games. Set away for 40 there. Like I said, there will be changes going to the next lot of squads. We're moving a lot of bowlers on, getting that next generation sort of up when the next one-day series rocks along. I think we still keep some of our experience around for a lot of the other stuff. It's a good shot down the ground, Walker. Flicks it off the pad. Finds the gap. Easy boundaries. 32 for Camphor. It's admittedly, it's looking good till he gets himself out. 32 for him. 137 for 6. Yeah, just a bit of a golfing class between the two sides. What we need to do here is sort of identify areas that we need to work on. Bowling is certainly one of those issues. Oh, bit of a misfield there, trying to gather the ball, and has failed miserably. Ball gets that away pretty well. Bit of fight from these two, it's good to see. Hooks that away for 4, it's a good shot. Beautifully driven. Beats the diving fielder. 176 for 6. Much more like it from Ireland. These two definitely deserve a wee bit of credit for showing a bit of fight. That's out, unfortunately. Ball trying to lift the strike rate. He will go for 33. And Walker, he's 1 away from 50. The lower water showing some fight, which is good. And that's put up a well-deserved half century from the all-rounder. Really impressing me in this series. Just with, he may move up the order. I think he is, yeah. Graham Walker has probably done enough to get himself up the order for Ireland. 220 for 7. Impressive stuff. Like I said, all the cricket around the world Graham Walker's had, we showed it before, is really paying off here. Foster gone. It's gone for 10. Can Josh Little hang around a little bit? Just bat Ireland to a bit of respectability in this game. Little's gone. Humphrey's in. You'll have to give Graham Walker the strike if you can get him the strike, that is. He's got a bit of an edge there. Humphreys, he'll take it though. And Walker will be the last man dismissed. We're bowled out for 237. And we lose this game by 88 runs. A positive not for Walker. That is pretty much his third 50 at the level. Average is 30. I'm pretty happy with that from him. But yeah, the series is lost. And we've got one more game in Dublin to go. So there'll be a few changes. Manly will come in for Little. Ben Oliver will come in for Harry Tector. Walker's going to move up to 5 in the order. Burton will rotate Hill out. Stoddard will open up. And that'll be our team for the final game. So let's see how we do. We might open up with Foster and use Ball a bit later on. Won the toss. We will elect to bat first this time. We'll set the score. Yeah, otherwise a pretty dominant 2 games for New Zealand as we look to sort of tie that up. Well, we really want to start getting some ODI wins and sort of work our way up the rankings, but it's going to take a bit of time. We've got the batting. I think the batting's fine. So it's been a wee bit let down this series. Yeah, it's Nolan, Stoddard, Bird, and Hitchcock. You got obviously Hill, Walker. Like there's enough batting coming through. It's just need a few youngsters to really put their hand up. Good shot from Stoddard. Let's get away for 4. The good thing here is we don't need a rush here. Like we were rushed into those last games just due to what New Zealand scored. We can sort of build our innings up. 50-run partnership between these two. The key things for us are the Test series and the 20-over series. I think we've got reasonable rankings in those. Would love to move up the Test rankings a little bit more. Nolan gone. It's gone for 25. Let's set away for 4. It's a good shot. Interesting, they're really tiring out Blake more. Away for 4 more. 84 for 1. Shot. That is a big shot. 36 off 66 Stoddard. 30 off 22 for Burton. 93 for 1 after 20. So the platform's definitely there. Can Stoddard continue his good work? Just lift the strike rate a little bit. And support. He's gone. He's just, again, got himself in. He did that in game 1, and he's got himself out in the 40s. Big game for John Hitchcock in his career. Is in next. Really want him to start delivering. He's very capable. Burton's out too. So both men that have got in are out now. It's been the story of the series. Only one person getting over 50 in the whole series. Hitchcock, his chances of reselection are pretty low now. He's gone for 3. There's Camphor. Nice scores in the series, but again, getting out in that awkward area. Edge it somehow gets that away for 4. Walker got enough on that. He just has enough on that. That's 4. Gets it away for 4 more. A couple of dicey shots. He's got to look at 265, 270 on the board and then try to defend that with their bowling. Good shot. 150 up for Ireland. That chip's starting to blossom a little bit. Beautiful from Walker. 20 out of 25. 12 of 20 for Curtis Camphor. Good. Another boundary. Away 4 more. And just accumulating now, Ireland. Rolling a little bit. Got to set themselves up for the last 10 where they can get 70 or 80. Just when we needed Curtis Camphor to knuckle down. He'll go again into the 30s and get himself out. Chance of Ben Oliver here. And Ben Oliver just out for Golden Duck. So 2 bang wickets. Ireland all of a sudden looking very much needing to bat the overs out. Not afford that loss of wicket. Walker continues on his reasonable series now with the bat. Done a job with the ball too, considering he isn't really much a part-time bowler. Oh, ball is so lucky that the keeper did not get hold of that. Just got it over there. That is 4 runs, 200 up, 203 for 6. Good from the all-rounder. Wayne Ball's average to just lift a little bit as well. He's very capable lower order batsman, as you can see. 234 is highest score in that. So, mate, he's got a test 100 to his name too, so he's incredibly valuable to the team in terms of his bowling all-rounder abilities. Good shot from Walker. Finds the gap. 225 for 6. The 42nd. Another nice wee departure. We are fighting as best we can here to get something competitive, and it works it past the 3rd man fielder. That's 4 more. 39 of 33. It's a shame. Deserved another 50 there, Walker. He'll be gone for 47 or 48. And just losing wickets and clumps. Wayne Ball, he'll go for 40. Now we're scrambling to bat the overs, and Manly's out. Slater strikes New Zealand, just ripping through this innings. Has that been the final out? No. Matthew Humphries finds the gap, 4 runs. 250 up. We've batted the overs out, but the last over was a maiden, so yeah, a lot of starts in that innings and no one kicking on. That's why we're not getting a big score. 47 to Walker was a highlight. Stoddard was reasonably good at top. Burton looked good. So did Camphor. Then they got themselves out. Same with Wayne Ball for that matter. So great effort from New Zealand there. Wilson 4 for 44. And Bowen 3 for 56. We're going to have to bowl pretty well if we are to sort of knock them over. Manly's going to open up the 32-year-old. 90 wickets, an average of 40 at his career. Foster in. Foster averages 42.65. Can these two find some rhythm? Can we put New Zealand under pressure? Out for 8. Gonna bring Wayne Ball in. 48 for 1. Walker in. Just gonna keep the lengths relatively the same, I think. It's not gonna go over fancy. 609 for 30. Ben Oliver can bowl a little bit, Ben Oliver. He's going to be brought into the attack to see if he can do a bit of a containment job. And the series continues to rise Walker's stocks as to speak. He's had a good series. Been reasonably economical with the ball. We'll swap out, bring Humphries in. 86 for 2 after 19. 34 in his spell. We'll bring Ben Oliver back. It's 166 for 285 at 4.4. Humphries. Manly, it's just one of those sort of series where New Zealand have just been a class above what we've been able to offer, unfortunately. Pretty Holroyd and Mower. These guys have been so good in the series. 82 of 59. We've just been absolutely wrecked in this series. One of the more disappointing series to sort of put on, but we just got to soldier on. We've just got to come up with a different answer. Holroyd is going to be out. The man of our series, Walker, we'll get Holroyd for 72. 2 for 55. Decent spell. Very wrapped for him. Just need the 2 runs, New Zealand. That's going to be the 100. It will be for Moriarty, and New Zealand will win by 7 wickets. 100. In splendid form. New Zealand coast to a 3-0 series, and another World Cup is going to go awry for us, sadly. So yeah, we're too far behind to really gain on that. So the next series is the 2 20-over internationals. You guys will be here for Series 2, or Series 3, when we have a test match against Bangladesh. So you'll see the first test match there. Smash the like button, share with a friend, and we'll see you next time.